All right, hello. All right, so today I'm going to talk about meeting people where they're at in life, and how it's helped me with my relationships and the people I know, people I've known throughout my life. And so, yeah, in short, one of the acronyms I use is APE, A-P-E, and I'll kind of walk through in this video the different, pillars that kind of help guide me through meeting people where they're at, and kind of practicing empathy and seeing things from their perspective, and how it can really help with relationships, whether it be friends or family. So the first thing that's really helped me as I've gotten older is active listening, which people talk about often, and I feel is kind of watered down, like, oh, just practice listening, like something that's easy. I think that active listening is genuinely a skill that you kind of hone over time, and I know myself personally, I'm still working on it. It's not something that is always the easiest in all of the interactions you have, or maybe you're in a tense conversation with a family member or a friend. So in theory, it's great to practice listening, but sometimes it's hard to do. So yeah, that's the first thing, is trying to be present while you listen. And at least for me, the way my mind works is I'm always thinking about ideas and thoughts. So I've had to kind of train myself to not be thinking when someone is talking and I'm trying to practice active listening. And so instead, I really am just focused on what they're saying, right? I don't know if it's society or aspects of, we want to have a response for things. So, say you're a student in a classroom, it's the teacher asks you a question, right? And it's you need to be thinking about what the response is for that question potentially. And so I think our brains naturally think about, how are we going to respond to this? A person does something, how are we going to react? So we're trying to think ahead, but ironically with listening, it's about not doing that. So instead, just being really present with the person and really listening to what they're saying without thinking about what the response will be. So I find that to be really powerful. So think of it as a skill. That's what I do. How do you listen better? I'm curious, but for me, it's a skill I'm working on every day, and it's helped me with my relationships in life, and trying to really be present and just hear people out and say understand, and really kind of understand their perspective, their thoughts, instead of getting so focused on what I'm going to say in response. So that's the first A of APE. The second one is P, which, you guessed it, is patience. But yeah, patience. So I think the next part of meeting people where they're at is practicing patience. So everyone has their own world view, or view of the world, I should say. And that's something as I get older, I realize more and more, it's maybe you want what's best for someone, in your family or a friend, or maybe you think it's best, but possibly you don't. And it's about practicing patience and kind of meeting them where they're at in their life. Maybe they're going through some stuff right now, or maybe you both have different perspectives on the world. And that's okay too. And honestly, it's good to have people like that in your life, because you can grow from those dynamics. So practicing patience is something that I have found to be really helpful, and not just meeting people where they're at, but in life in general. trying to take a deep breath and slow down and not get too agitated about whatever it may be. I find that really transformative. So that's the second thing in the APE acronym. And after listening and patience comes empathy. Oh, empathy. Like, what is empathy? All right. I like to always ask myself that question of, what is this thing? Sorry, I have to kind of stop every couple seconds because I'm on this beautiful forest road, but it's a bit steeper than I thought, so I'm trying not to be out of breath. But empathy, one of the things I heard, which I really enjoyed, is not sympathy. It's not trying to understand where someone's coming from at a surface level. It's going to that next step, right? Turning to that next gear of understand their perspective, or try to, and take it a step further, and put yourself in their shoes, put yourself in their perspective. If someone's going through something and you are quick to judge, take a moment, think about what are they probably thinking, then put yourself, the second step, put yourself in their shoes. If I was in that situation, if I was going through what they're going through, how would I feel? I know it sounds trivial, but taking that second step to understand the perspective one, put yourself really in their shoes, or try to, that is empathy to me. And it's something that I probably could be better at times, you know? It's like, empathy, I feel like, is a never-ending journey. Like, if you can practice empathy in your life and really bring it to the forefront of your mind when you're interacting with others and your friends and family and the people you love, or maybe the people you don't get along with or don't always see eye to eye with, it's really transformative for meeting people where they're at. So anyways, that's about it for today. I just wanted to make a video about how I approach meeting people where they are at in life, and how it's helped me in my relationships and my friendships and with my family. So I use, as I mentioned, the APE acronym, so active listening, patience, and empathy. That is all. If you have some cool techniques or ways that you kind of meet people where they're at in life, let me know. But otherwise, until next time, and I hope you have a wonderful day.